Sander, it feels like a really difficult one to take this afternoon. Would you say it's a case of the performance doesn't necessarily reflect the scoreline?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the struggle we've been through this season, and obviously 2 poor games lately with the Arsenal game and Palace game. I think we came out and was ourselves today, and really wanted to show and play without fear, being brave. Everyone wanted to enjoy the moment and go out and show their qualities. And I think we were very front-footed, created overloads, played out from the back. Got so many times into their box, and just in general, I just felt we were dominating it from the first minute to the last. Obviously, it was spells where not as much, but in general, you can't say we had all the shots on goal and getting into the dangerous areas all the time. And winning the ball back. I think they didn't have much more than the 2 goals, which isn't good enough. And obviously, the first one is an unfortunate. The timing of it, especially when we're coming out there, the fans are behind us. And then the seeing we go forward, we're ourselves, believing we're positive, we're aggressive. I think everyone played with the extra spark today, which is needed at this difficult time, that defines character. And this is the performances we have to get back to. And it's been a while until we dominated a game like this.
Yeah, and I was going to say after last weekend, it felt sort of quite low after Palace performance, didn't it? And it really felt like we did give it a go this afternoon. There was lots of tackles. It was a physical battle. We had so many chances, found ourselves in promising positions, but we just couldn't find that breakthrough.
Like at the moment, it feels like we don't get that reward we're looking for and we're fighting for and working hard for every day. And sometimes just an early goal can change everything. And obviously, when we come out like that, they get it, and then it's a difficult time. But I didn't think it set us back in any way in our performance and our mindset, and we just kept on going. Obviously, it's happened so many times now, so it's not easy to watch from the stands. I believe, seeing especially today a good performance, and we're not getting the luck, but for us it's always about the next one and getting better. And then I really believe that if we bring the personality and the performances like this, then it won't be about coincidences, and we won't lose games like this anymore. But then the standard has to be a game playing at this level we did today, because otherwise you will never get near winning a game in the Premier League. And this shows why, because I think we're probably close to our best today, if not even the best performance of the season. Obviously, we beat Sheffield 5-0, and we've had all the good games, but how we want to play for 90 minutes, I think this is us. And even today we lost, so it just sets the standard high for us. And I think we just have to bring what we did good today, but also find out what we can do better to get the result we want, because in the end, that's what matters.
Yeah, and you've talked about it there, the mindset and the positives to take from the performance. We also had the goal disallowed as well. Is it a case of it just shows how cruel the Premier League can be, in that you can put in a really good performance and not necessarily come away with 3 points or a point on the afternoon?
Yeah, I think we'll learn that this season. The West Ham Palace game at home, similar games. The Palace game was probably a little bit similar. They got an early goal and we kept on pressing, and then they got a late one. Even the West Ham game, we were winning and then they turned it around. So you have to be at your best every single action throughout the whole game, because they punish you quickly. But I think this was the first game since those games where we've really been dominating. I would say it's a lot of games to play in this league, and there's some really, really good teams. But even Bournemouth and other teams, that they have power and strength up forward and players who can score a goal out of nothing, and that just shows, and that's what we have to learn from. But being where we are and been through difficult periods throughout since we started out, obviously coming from the back and really wanting results and fighting and trying to be positive. I think today is just at least shows character and moral, and a dressing room who really wants to go for it, and we always look for the next challenge. And today is a devastating one and brutal one to take, but walking off that pitch, and I can tell by the fans that we were closer to where we want to be.
Yeah, you could definitely feel it. And you've touched on it there, but we spoke to Charlie Taylor in the week and he was saying how much a win would give everybody a lift. Yeah. Without that win this afternoon and it not going the way that we planned, how much is having a positive mindset going to be needed going into another week and another game next weekend?
I think that's what we've been doing all year. Obviously, for us, it's always about improving. We're a young team, but I think what stands out from this football club, it's our mentality, the standards that we set every day, and the positivity and the mindset to improve and get better, despite the circumstances we're in. And I think we wouldn't have come out the way we would have today if we weren't trained like that, and we didn't have the values of hard work like we always puts first, and that has to be the main thing. And I think everyone wants to go out and finally give the fans a win and ourselves a win, because that can just change the whole momentum. Obviously, getting the feel of 3 points and scoring a goal, which will give us that day.